what are the topics important for TCS NQT exam. Okay, so all the things, and we discussed about few more points like some few strategies how to clear NQT exam and all. So from today, completely we are going to start. Okay, from the day one and the first topic. So before that, okay, so obviously like as I said, okay, so before going to solve the questions, and one important point that we just need to keep it in our mind is, okay, it's not about like how many problems we are going to solve. So without knowing concept, like solving 1,000 problems, that does not make any sense. Correct? So that's the main motto. So before going to start with our first topic, so I just wanted to give you a few inputs. Okay, let's say. So I just wanted to give you a clarity like how we are going to learn aptitude classes, I mean aptitude topics in the next upcoming 10 days. So first point is, as I said, without knowing concept, so solving 1,000 questions is waste of time. So first thing we should be aware of concept. Okay, so like how we are going to deal with in the next 10 days is, for any topic, first we'll learn with the concept. Okay, concept of that particular topic, some 5 to 10 minutes. And next, I will give you some examples. Okay, next time I'll give you some examples on that particular concept. And then we are going to solve TCS questions. I mean, the questions which were asked in the last TCS exams. I mean, last 2 to 3 years. Okay, we gathered as many questions as possible from different sets. Okay, so we gathered all the questions and I segregated questions in such a manner. Okay, so each topic, let's take an example. If we consider percentages, so how many questions given from percentages topic in the last 2 to 3 years? I gathered as many questions as possible from percentages. Let's consider another example, profit and loss. So we gathered few questions from profit and loss. So if I'll directly display the questions on percentages or profit and loss, solving those questions without concept, so that will not give you complete knowledge on the concept, correct? So that's the reason. So I will give you a clear cut clarity about like how we are going to deal in the next 10 days. First, we'll discuss about concept, and then I will give you a few examples on the concept, and then we'll solve TCS question. I mean, TCS specific question, which were given in the last, okay, 2 to 3 years. What type of questions were given? And one more point. So for these questions, okay, I'll explain the concept and I'll explain the examples and I will give you questions for you to solve and I will give you time. Because after knowing concept, okay, so you should check like within that particular 1 minute time whether you can able to solve these research questions or not. And if you have any doubts, feel free to post your doubts in the chat box. Okay, so these are the this is the pattern that we are following for the next 10 days. So any topic you can take, either percentages, averages, or profit and loss, or any other reasoning topic. First we should learn concept, example, and TCS specific questions. So completing all the concepts in the 10 days is highly impossible. So I will pick the topics which are most important in aptitude for TCS NQT. Okay, so for the first topic, what we are going to discuss is, okay, we'll start the most important topic in TCS NQT is averages. Surely we can expect one question or at max two questions in TCS NQT from the topic of averages. Either we can expect the question from averages in foundation round or in advanced round as well. Okay, so it depends. In advanced round, as I said, okay, there might be chances you may get question without options. So don't depend completely on options. So you should depend on the concept. So as I said, let me give you an example. So how we are going to deal with the concept of averages is, okay, for your better clarity. So what I did is, so I did different categories. Okay, so I divided this average concept into different categories. I mean, depends on the model that they have given in the TCS NQT previous exams. So let's say category one. So if I consider this particular example, how basically a student will do, how basically a student will solve this particular question. So let's say if the average of 5 consecutive whole numbers is 18, what is the largest number? Okay, this is what the question they are asking. Okay, let's take an example. As we all know that the basic concept, when we see the concept of average, we remember the traditional formula, right? So what is the traditional formula that we will it will get is, so sum of, okay, sum of observations by number of observations. Okay, this is the basic formula that we all know that. Okay, is that color fine? Is it color fine, sir? Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, we'll continue. So this is the basic formula that we all knows, like average is equals to sum of observations by number of observations. So by using this formula, so how we can solve the questions from averages? So majority of the students will be thinking that, so we know this formula, we can able to solve any questions from averages, correct? So let's see like how we can solve the question by using this formula, traditional formula. Let's say the average of 5 consecutive whole numbers is 18. What is the largest number, right? So let's say, uh, as we know the formula, this average is equals to sum of observations by number of observations. So which is equals to, now here they mentioned that five consecutive five consecutive whole numbers. So whole numbers means which starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on up to infinite. So here we are not so sure those five numbers, like either it may be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, or either it may be 75, 76, 77. So we are not so sure. So what we are doing is, I'm assuming it as first number will be X. Okay. So what will be the next number? Obviously, it is consecutive, means adjacent numbers. So the next number will be X plus 1. So what comes after that? X plus 2. Next, X plus 3. Next, X plus 4. These are the five consecutive whole numbers I'm assuming it is. So first one will be X, next one will be X plus 1, X plus 2, X plus 3, X plus 4. So if you observe this, so after knowing all the numbers, so if I add sum, average is equals to sum of observations by number of observations. If I add all these numbers, so total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 times of X plus, so if you add all the numbers, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. So this will be the sum of all the numbers divided by, so how many numbers we have total? 5. And the average, they have clearly given that it is 18. So it is 18. So 5x plus 10 is equals to, so 5 will go to the right hand side, so 18 into 5. So don't worry about like table. So if you want to calculate 18 fives, so no need of knowing that 18 table. So any number, when you are multiplying with 5, remember the small trick. So do half of 18. So half of 18 is 9. just keep one zero. So 18 5 is 90. So 5x is equals to, so if you take 10 to the right hand side, so 90 minus 10, which is equals to 80. So x is equals to 80 divided by 5. So that will be 16. So in hurry, like while solving a question in exam, so students might commit some mistakes, like after getting x value is 16, they will select option 16 is correct. So just read the question carefully. What is the largest number they are asking? So we assumed x value is the smallest number, and it is keep on increasing x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4. So what will be the largest number? It is x plus 4. So x plus 4 will be 20. So the correct answer is 20, not 16. There might be chances in exam. So you may commit these type of small mistakes even after solving the questions. Okay, so I hope you all are clear with this particular question. So this is the basic question which I have taken an example. So after solving this, I will display that actual question which was given in the previous TCS NQT exam. So I hope you all are clear about this question. So my small suggestion is, whatever the questions or concept that we are discussing, make sure that, okay, you all are maintaining a proper notes for the concepts. Okay, so similar kind of question. Okay, so let's say, if the same question, if I want to solve by using another method. Okay, so formula method and all, like everybody will solve by using this formula. Average is equals to sum of observations by number of observations. One small clarity here. If I ask you to calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what is the average of these five numbers? So what is the average of these five numbers? So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 5, 15. The sum of numbers will be 15 divided by total number is 5, which is equals to 3. So if I calculate average of 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20, so the average of these numbers will be, I can say 12. Sir, how can you say that average is 12 without even calculating the sum of observations by number of observations? Can you observe any similar pattern for these two series? So here the similar pattern for these two series is, what is the similar pattern? Yes, it is a common difference. So if you observe 1, 2, the difference is 1. Next number, the difference is 1. Next number, the difference is 1. Next number, the difference is 1. If you observe in the next series also, here the common difference we can observe. So the difference will be 4. When we have the series of common difference. So guys, listen carefully. The when we have the series of common difference, so this series we call it is in AP. So which is nothing but arithmetic progression. If any given series is in arithmetic progression, we can directly say that average is equals to middle number. So average is equals to middle number. So no need to waste our time by calculating using formula. So we can directly say that average is equals to middle number. So when we know this particular trick, so if I ask you what is average of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you can directly say that middle number is 3. Okay, because the common difference. So here the middle number will be 12. In the similar case, so if you observe the same question, so the average of 5 consecutive whole numbers, either it may be consecutive whole numbers, natural numbers, even numbers, or odd numbers, irrespective of the numbers. Consecutive means the adjacent numbers, right? So adjacent number indicates the common difference. So when we have the common difference, we can surely say that average will be the middle number. So average will be the middle number. Now, can you guess what is this 18 about? So 18 is the middle number out of 5 numbers. So what will be the next numbers? Next two numbers are 19 and 20. Previous numbers are 17 and 16. Now here itself, within just fraction of seconds, you are getting to know. So what will be the largest number? So the largest number is 20. So if you know this particular trick, so please make a note. If the any given series is in arithmetic progression, what is arithmetic progression? Common difference. If any given series is in common difference, so we call it as it is in arithmetic progression. When you know that the given series is in arithmetic progression, so the average will be the middle number. So I assumed it as 18 will be the middle number. So total 5 numbers we have in the set of 5 numbers. The largest number will be 20. We can say that answer is 20 without using any formula. Okay, I hope you all are clear about this particular trick. Now I'll give you one more question and I will give you 1 minute time. Can you please post answers in the chat box? Just 1 minute time. Yeah, I can see that in the chat box, sir. What if there are even number of series? Yes, of course. Yeah, this is the question where we have even number of series. Yes, exactly. I can see many answers 180 and few more questions I can able to see. What if the given series is in odd numbers? See, odd numbers or even numbers. So obviously it is in the common difference. And one more question I can see. What if the given series is not in the common difference? Obviously, I will tell that point. Yeah, exactly. So see, if you know this particular trick, see how easy to solve this question just in a fraction of seconds. So if the average of 5 consecutive even numbers, so here this is the keyword consecutive. Consecutive indicates that it is a adjacent number, which means the common difference. So either it may be even number or odd number or natural number or whole number. So the common difference, the average will be considered it as 14. So when the average is 14, so it is a middle number. So next two numbers. Okay, so next two numbers. So total 5 consecutive even numbers. So what comes after 14? So it will be 16. Why it is not 15? Because they clearly mentioned that it is a even number. So what comes after 16? It will be 18. So what are the previous numbers for 14? It is 12 and next one will be 10. Here they're not asking that what is the smallest number or what is the largest number. Here what they're asking is what is the product of smallest and largest number. So 10 and 18, what will be the product of 10 and 18? It will be 180. So if you will get these pattern of questions in the exam, you should take like max 10 seconds. Okay, in 10 seconds, we can able to solve the questions. Okay, I hope you all are clear. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So the only point is if the given series is in arithmetic progression means common difference. Common difference means consecutive series. So average will be considered as middle number. So if the average is middle number, so the next numbers will be, if it is natural number, so obviously 14, 15, 16. But here they mentioned clearly it is even numbers 14, 16, 18, and previous numbers are 10, sorry, 12 and 10. So they are asking us to find what will be the product of smallest and largest number. And I have a question in the chat box. Somebody asked, sir, you are explaining like when we have 5 numbers. So what if we have 6 numbers? Very simple. So let's say, let me take an example: 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Okay, so what will be the average of these numbers? So if we have example, let's take, okay, so 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, we have total 6 numbers. It is difficult for us to find the middle number, right? So because we have 3 numbers and 3 numbers, there is no middle number. So at that case, what you will do is very simple. Okay, just take first number plus last number by 2. Just do that. Okay, if the given series is in arithmetic progression, either you can do average will be middle number, or you can also say that first number plus last number by 2. These are the two cases where you can find answer. Okay, so if it is an even number of series, you can take first number plus last number by 2. I will give you one small example. Okay, let's say if you have a series of 24, 26, and so on. Okay, 192. Okay, what will be the average of this entire series? If they will give questions like this, very simple, don't waste time for finding middle number. So already you know that, so it is going in a common difference, obviously. So you can do very simple, 24 plus 192 divided by 2, which will gives you that exact average of the entire series. Because if the given series is in arithmetic progression, you can say average is equals to middle number, or average is equals to first number plus last number by 2. I hope you all are clear with this. So these are the two questions for the first pattern. Now it's time for you to solve. I will give you one question. So you should solve this particular question in a minute, and I will give you the timer also. So the timer starts now. Okay. So by the time this circle will get completed, you should post your answers in the chat box. Okay, you can see here the question which displayed on the screen is asked in TCS NQT 2023 in the month of April. So the same as it is the same question was asked in the TCS exam. Yes, exactly. I can see many answers in the chat box. Very good. Okay, the average of 13 consecutive natural numbers is X. The same pattern. You can follow the same pattern. Okay. So here, if you observe, okay, the average of 13 consecutive natural numbers is X. So obviously consecutive indicates the common difference. There are 13 numbers in a series where average is given as X. So can I say that the middle number is X? So, and also they have given one more condition. If the seventh number is 22, if the seventh number is 22, find the value of X. So if the seventh number is 22, so we have total 13 consecutive series. So out of 13 consecutive series, what will be the middle number? Middle number is the seventh one, correct? So middle number will be the seventh one out of 13 consecutive numbers. Already they have given that the seventh number is 22. So this will be considered as average. So this is the exact question asked in April TCS NQT 2023. So if you know this particular logic, so you can easily answer the question. It is 22, just within 5 to 10 seconds. I hope you all are clear with this question, correct? Yes, almost everybody posted it as 22 in the chat box. Yeah. So we'll go with the next pattern of questions. So this is the first type of questions that you may get the same pattern of questions in the exam. Might not be the same values, but make sure that if you will get these type of questions, remember average can be calculated by using the formula sum of observations by number of observations. And also average can be calculated by taking middle number or first number plus last number by 2. But if you want to take these two, make sure that the given series is in arithmetic progression or in the common difference. Then you can take the shortcut directly. I hope you all are clear with this. Now we'll consider second type of questions. Okay, like how to solve this second type of questions. So first we'll read the question. If you have this type of question, even you can answer these type of questions just in 30 seconds to 40 seconds. So hardly will get 1 minute time for each question. So make sure that read the question carefully and take the values. Okay, so what actually they have given in the question, what's the data given? So the average age of 36 students in a class is 14 years. So these are the example questions. Now, after giving some examples, I will give you that actual question which was asked in the TCS NQT exam. So make sure that you listen these two examples clearly, and then whenever like I'll display the question. So make sure you solve that question in 1 minute. Okay. So here the average age of 36 students in a class is 14 years. When teacher age is included, average is increased by 1. What is the age of teacher? So very simple. Now don't go with formula based method. So average is equals to sum of observations by number of observations. If you use this formula, so what you will get answer, but it will take long time. So rather than using formula, I will tell you one simple shortcut how to solve this pattern of questions. Okay, so listen carefully. So what we need to do is, so first we should take count and average. Obviously, the question belongs to this topic of averages. So when they will mention these 36 students or some group of people, okay, when they mention that average of that group, and if one person is added, one person is removed, one person is replaced, basically we have three set of questions. Okay, one is person added, next one is person removed, next one is person replaced. Okay, so if you understand the concept of these three models, so obviously when you will get any questions from these three models, you can able to solve these questions in 1 minute. So first we'll just take, if you observe the question, so this question comes under the first category. Okay, means a person is getting added here. If you observe, the average age of 36 students in a class is 14 years. When teacher age is included to it, average is increased by 1. So here teacher age is included. Included means obviously the teacher is getting added to the class. Now the what's the count of the class? So total 36 students. What you need to do is very simple. Count, you take it as here 36. What is the average of these 36 students? Average is 14 years, correct? So average is 14 years. So when teacher age is included, obviously count will become 37, correct? Because the count is getting increased. Okay, initially the students count is 36, average is given it as 14 years. When teacher age is included, average is increased by 1. So initially the average is 14, now the average is 15 years, because here it was mentioned that average is increased by 1, and they're asking us to find what's the teacher's age. So what you need to do is very simple. We have taken count average, after person added, count got increased, and we have taken an average. So take difference of the both sides. So here 36 become 37. So one person got increased. And here 14 years got increased by 15 years. Means this is the average. So average is increased by 1. After that, what you need to do is this left hand side difference, whatever the difference you observe in the left hand side, multiply with the last number. Multiply with the last number. So it is 15. So 1 into 15 is 15. Now right hand side difference, this one multiply with the first number. Right hand side difference, multiply with the first number. 1 into 36 will be 36. So what is 15 plus 36? So which will be 51. So that is what the teacher's age is 51 years. So remember this shortcut. And some people might be having a doubt, sir, why we are doing all those things. I mean, why we are multiplying this 1 with 15 and right hand side difference with the first number. So there will be a concept of averages, and you can find complete concept of averages in our CV Corp YouTube channel. So you can go through that video. So you will get more clarity about the concept, because we cannot discuss entire concept in the class. Okay, so as it is a thesis specific, if we discuss entire concept, it will take almost 3 to 4 hours to complete this average concept. Okay, so in CV Corp YouTube channel, you can observe this entire concept of averages. Please go through that. You will get to know why we are multiplying all these things. As for this question, you just remember the shortcut. So 36 count, average will be 14, and 37 average will be 15. So take the difference of both sides, left hand side difference, multiply with the last number, right hand side difference, multiply with the first number. You will get to know, okay, what is this 51 indicates? The person which was added. Who is this person? This person is the teacher, right? So the teacher age will be 51. So answer is 51 years. So here this comes under like the person is getting added. Next we are going to solve these two questions. One is person removed, and next one will be person replaced. So I hope you all are clear with this. Yes, many students posted it as 51. Yeah, very good. Okay, so let's go with the next question. Okay, now this question, can you take 30 seconds time and can you please post your answers in the chat box? Here, if you observe, the average of 5 employees age is 27. Okay, if one employee is excluded, the average become 25, the age of excluded one. If you observe, initially the teacher is getting added to the class, so the person added. Now the employee is excluded. So when they mention the word excluded, obviously excluded means removed, correct? So the same procedure, you take count and average. Okay, so count and average. What will be the count here? How many employees we have? 5. So the count is 5. What will be the average of 5 employees? So average age is 27. Now, one employee is getting excluded, correct? So now the count will reduce or count will increase? Obviously, count will reduce. So what will be the count of the employees? Now only 4 because one employee is excluded. After excluding one particular employee, now average became 25. So the average is 25, correct? Now, if you observe, the difference, the same procedure, but make sure that you will not do mistake while taking positive and negative sign, because when person is added, okay, we should take like +1. Here the person is getting removed, so obviously 5 became minus 1. So 5 minus 1 is 4. Now 27, okay, how much got reduced here? -2. Okay, don't forget to take these positives and negative values. Okay, when average increase, we should take plus. When average decrease, we should take minus. Okay, now what we need to do, this number should be multiplied with 25. So what is -1 into 25? -25. So what this right side difference will be multiplied with top number. So -2 into 5, -10. So -25 and -10 will be -35. And at last, if you will get any negative value, ignore that negative value and that will be your answer. And the excluded person age will be 35 years. Okay. So the same procedure for person added or person removed. I hope you all are clear. Yes, I can see so many answers that you posted. 35. Very good. And don't forget, like you just take negatives as it is, and at last when you will get any negative answer, please ignore that negative value. Okay, and the last question. Okay, so in this particular patterns, so when the person is replaced, can you give a try for these type of questions? Now here the person is getting replaced. If you observe, the weight of 6 persons increases by 2.5 kg when a new person comes in place of one of them weighing 45 kgs. What is the weight of new person? Can you all give a try? Yes, Ahlad posted 60. Yeah. Now I'm getting more answers. Yes, very good. Yes, exactly. Okay. Yes. Okay, the people who are still trying, okay, let's solve it together. Okay, the average weight of 6 persons increases by 2.5 kg. If you observe the same pattern, so count and average. I hope you observe the difference between this question and the previous two questions. First question, okay, teacher added. And the second question, employee excluded. Means the person is getting added, person is getting removed. And in this particular question, the person is getting replaced, correct? Now, if you observe, the count is 6 persons. And what's the biggest advantage of replacing questions is, okay, in place of one person, new person will come, correct? So the count will not change. So the count will be 6, and the average, we don't know that average of those 6 persons. So I'm assuming it as X. Average will be X. Don't consider average is 2.5. Here they're not mentioning that average is 2.5. Average is increased by 2.5 because when a new person comes in place of one of them weighing 45 kgs, means the new person came in place of the old person. That old person weight is 45 kgs. Okay, old person weight is given as 45 kgs. In place of that particular person, a new person comes into the picture. So because of that, the average is increased by 2.5 kgs. Let's say 6 persons as the count, average is X. Now, when replacement happens, obviously we all know that count will not change. So the count will be 6. Okay, so because in place of one person, let's assume that here we have a old person and here we have a new person. So in place of old person, new person came into the picture. So count will not change. So now what happened to the average? Here they have clearly mentioned that average is increased by 2.5 kgs. So here when I am assuming it as X initially, now the average will be X plus 2.5. Okay. So if you follow the same procedure, left hand side difference will be 0, right hand side difference will be plus 2.5. One thing you should have a clarity. Okay, so when old person is there in the 6 members, average is just only X kgs. When new person came in place of old person, so the average is increased. Now obviously from this logic I should understand the new person weight is greater than old person weight, because when new person came into the picture, average is increased, right? So based on that, I'm just taking that values. So left hand side difference multiplied with this number, obviously 0 multiplied with any number will gives you 0. 0 plus, so this 2.5 multiplied with 6. So 6 to 12, 6 half 3. So 12 plus 3 is 15. So 0 plus 15 is 15. Don't decide answer is 15. So answer is not 15. First read the question what they are asking us to find. So what is the weight of new person? So they are asking us to find what is the weight of new person. Now, if you observe, already old person weight is given. How much old person weight? 45 kgs. And when they are asking us to find what's the weight of new person, obviously we know that new person is more, new person's weight is more than old person, correct? When the new person weight is more than old person weight, already old person weight is given as 45, then the new person age will be, so 45 plus, so what will be the answer? We got it here by using the shortcut 15. This indicates the weight of new person will be, okay, 15 kgs more than the old person. So I should add 15, that's it. So which is equals to 60 kgs. The weight of new person will be 60 kgs. So I hope you all are clear about these pattern of questions. So now here the question comes. So these three are just only examples, okay, to make you understand about concept clearly. So now I will give you one important question which was asked in the TCS NQT exam. Asked the same question without even changing options. Okay, now let me see how many of you able to solve that question in a minute. I hope, are you ready to solve? Yeah, I can see a question from Meenakshi. So how it came 15? So very simple. If you multiply 2.5 with 6, okay, so 2.5 into 6 will gives you 15. 6 to 12. Half of 6 is 3. Okay, you just need to do multiplication, you will get 15. So this 15 indicates the weight of new person will be 15 kgs more than the weight of old person. Okay, yeah. Now let me show the question. Yes, this question asked in TCS 2023, asked the same question. So timer already started. Try to solve that question in a minute. Yes, time is running out. Solve it fast. Yes, time up. Okay, let me see how many questions, how many of you posted answers? Yeah, I got many answers. Somebody posted 4, 5. Yes, I got different answers. So asked is the same question given in TCS exam. So let me explain you the question. Okay. Now, why before explaining this question, why I explained remaining three questions is, if you observe similar pattern here, we discussed about three pattern of questions. Okay, in the second category, one is person added, next one is person removed, and the next one will be person replaced. Correct. So when you observe, okay, in a family, the average age of n children is 8 years. So here the count. Okay, we don't know the count of the children. So can I take the shortcut as we discussed now? One is count, next one will be average. The count in the family, we don't know number of children. I'm assuming it as n. So yeah, for n children, the average age is given as 8 years, correct? Now, and including their parents. So including their parents means obviously the mother and father. So the count is getting increased by 2. Okay. Now, what will be the average they have given? So the average age is 20 years. Now, their average age will be 20 years. Now, follow the same pattern as we discussed now, the same shortcut. So here, how many members got increased? 2 members. And here, plus 12. So this 2 will be multiplied with 20. So you will get 40. This 12 will be multiplied with n. So you will get plus 12 n is equals to. So if you observe, okay, this value you will get the age of mother and father, correct? The age of those two members. Already they have given one more condition. Father is 4 years older than the mother. Okay. And the mother age is 42 years. When the mother age is 42 years, obviously what will be the age of father? So father age will be 4 years more than the mother. So obviously father age will be 46. Now what will be the sum of those two persons? Mother and father age will be, so can I say that it is 88 years? So mother and father age will be, so I am equating this one with 88. Now 12n is equals to 88 minus 40, which is equals to 48. N is equals to 12 force 48. What is actually n value? N is 4. So the initially how many children were there in the family is, it's 4. So answer will be option C. Follow the same pattern. So this is the actual question given in TCS NQT 2023. So if you understand the concept clearly, it is very easy to solve this question. So you can able to solve this question in a minute. I hope you all are clear with this question. Let me see. Any doubts? Yeah. Okay. So if you observe the question, like we have solved one question. So teacher age is included. So whenever you will do this shortcut, the difference, this 2 will be multiplied with this 20 and this 12 will be multiplied with this n. So you will get the value of the person who is getting added, correct? Now here, who is getting added? There are two members who is getting added. So that's the reason I'm adding, I'm equating this value with mother and father age. So if it is only one person, that person age will be equal to this value. So that's the reason we are equating the value with 88. Okay, if it may be one person or it may be two persons, depends on the condition we have to solve. Okay, I hope the same similar pattern of question like previous one, their teacher got added, here parents is getting added. So obviously two members we have to consider. That's the only difference. Here only count is getting increased. That's it. Yeah, it's clear. Okay. So here somebody posted how we got 48. So very simple. So 40, if you will take to right hand side, 88 minus 40, it is 48. So don't ask the question again like how we got n value 4. So 12 ones 12, 12 fours 48. So answer is 4. Okay. So I hope you all are clear. Let me give you one more question. Okay. So obviously it's a match day. Okay. I hope you all are not matching the watching the match. So just listen the class. So obviously the question which is related to the match. So if you observe, okay, first you give a try for the question. Almost the same pattern of question. Even the same question asked in TCS NQT. Yes, time is running out. Please post your answers in the chat box. Okay, guys, time up. Okay, let me see how many of you posted. Yeah, 54, 47. Yeah, I can see different answers in the chat box. Okay, let me explain you the question. Okay, the same pattern of question, but here the terms got changed. That's it. Okay, so here Virat Kohli made a score of 94 runs in 20th innings of Australia versus India match, and thus increased his average by two. I hope the same question which was asking TCS NQT is connecting for today's match, I think. Correct? Okay, so he's increased his average by two. The average after the 20th, find the average of after the 20th inning. So very simple. So here we'll take count and average. So Virat Kohli made a score of 94 runs in which innings? 20th innings, correct? So if you observe here match, thus the average is increased by 2. So till 19th innings, okay, we don't know that average, correct? Let me assume it as X. Till 19th innings, we don't know the average. I'm assuming it as X. Now, 20th inning, okay, we already know that in 20th inning, Virat Kohli made how many runs? 94 runs. Okay, now because of that 94 runs, average is getting increased by 2. Now average is X plus 2, correct? Now here only one inning got increased, and here average is increased by 2. Okay, let's take the same condition here. This one will be multiplied here. It is X plus 2, and these two will be multiplied here. 19 into 2, which is equals to 38. So which is equals to, obviously the person, the innings which got increased, initially the persons are getting increased, right? Here inning got increased. So one inning, in that inning, how many runs Virat Kohli scored? So 94 runs. So we should equate it to 94. Okay, so X is here 38 plus 2 is 40. X is equals to 94 minus 40. So obviously X is equals to 54. So what they're asking here? And don't get confused here. People might post answers it as 54. Okay, because if you observe the question, these are the mistakes that students may commit in the exam. So observe the question, find the average after the 20th innings. Okay, so here we assumed X value in the 19th innings, right? So what will be that answer now? So we got X value is 54. Now in 20th inning, average will be X plus 2. So answer is not 54, 54 plus 2, which is equals to 56. So after 20th inning, average will be 56. Okay, I hope you all are clear with this question. If you have any doubts, you can post in the chat box. Okay, same pattern of questions. Okay, now next category. So I hope you all are clear with these two categories. Category one, so when we have a common difference, average will be considered as middle number or first number plus last number by 2. And when we have questions like when group of people working, and when we know that average, when person is getting added or removed or replaced, so how to solve the questions by using the shortcut. So obviously, I hope you all are clear with this. Now let's try with another type of question that they may give it in the exam. The same, but this is not the question actually given in the exam. This is the example question. So once if you understand this question, so I will give you an exact question which was asked in the TCS exam. But before solving this question, let me give you a small concept. Okay, just only 3 minutes to understand the concept. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, so to solve this type of questions, so I will basically I used to call that shortcut is it as chocolate method. So what this actually chocolate method is very simple. There are three students in a class. Each student came with 3 chocolates. Okay, can you guess what will be the average number of chocolates present in the class? So when first person is having 3 chocolates, second person is having 3 chocolates, third person is also having 3 chocolates. So the average number of chocolates present in the class. So we'll add the values here. 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. So 9 chocolates here divided by total students is 3. So 9 by 3 is average 3. Now average is 3. Now let's take the scenario 2. Okay. Now there are three students, each 3 chocolates, and there's a fourth student who entered into the class with 7 chocolates. Now, can you guess the average of the entire class, average number of chocolates in the class? So when fourth student came up with 7 chocolates, what will be that average? So 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 7, 16. There are 16 chocolates in the class. And how many students are there? By 4, which is equals to 4. Now the average is 4. Correct? Now, what this actually, this chocolate method tells us is very simple. When we have 3 chocolates, sorry, 3 students of 3 chocolates each, so average is 3. When fourth person came to the class with 7 chocolates, so average became 4. I'll tell you how average became 4. Very simple logic. The person who entered into the class with 7 chocolates will give 1 chocolate to the first person. Okay, how many chocolates he's having? 4. Now he'll give 1 chocolate to the second person. How many chocolates he'll be having? 4. And he'll give 1 chocolate to the third person. Even he will be having 4. Now, how many left out with him? He already distributed 3 chocolates with 3 friends. So he'll be having 4. Now, what did you understand the logic from these 2 examples? When 3 members are having 3 chocolates each, average is 3. Now, when another person with different values, even he can able to manage and he can able to distribute it equally. So average will become the same number. So now what I just wanted to convey from this particular logic is we don't want actually the count of the students in the class. If everybody in the class is having 4 chocolates each, average will be 4. If everybody in the class is having 5 chocolates each, average will be 5. So if everybody will be having equal number of chocolates, average will become the same number. So this chocolate method, we call it as average, means we can also say that equal distribution. Equal distribution. Now you will get to know slowly like why I gave this particular example. Now very simple. Now let's try to understand the question. I hope you all are clear with this. You just understand the logic clearly. If everybody in the class is having same value, average will become the same value irrespective of the formula you can use. Directly we can say that answer is the same value. So if you understand this average means equal distribution, now I will tell you how to solve this question in a very simple way. Okay, let's try to understand the question now. A student mark was wrongly entered as 83 instead of 63. Okay, means while entering the student's marks, I did a mistake. So instead of 83, sorry, I entered it as 83 instead of 63. 63 is his actual marks, but I entered in by mistake 83. Because of that, average mark of the class is increased by half a mark. Means average is increased by half means entire class. So for every student, average is increased by half mark. Now, see, very simple. Just leave about entering marks, all the things. Let's try to come into the terminology of chocolate method. So let's say instead of entering marks, I'm distributing chocolates to the students. Now, while distributing chocolates to the students, for one particular student, actually, I need to give 63. But how many chocolates I give? 83 chocolates I give. Means how many extra chocolates I give? 20 chocolates extra. Okay, I gave 20 extra chocolates. So these 20 extra chocolates, okay, he cannot eat it by his own. Okay, so he should distribute to everyone in the class. That's what actually the average means. Average means equal distribution. Now this 20 extra chocolates, he will give it to all his friends in the class. So that results increasing a half mark. Now he's having 20 chocolates extra. So half mark will be increased. So in this 20 chocolates, how many halves we can make? So if we have 1 chocolate, we can make 2 halves, correct? If we have 2 chocolates, 4 halves we can make. If I have 10 chocolates, 20 halves we will get. If I have 20 chocolates, 40 halves we will get. Indirectly, how many students are there in the class? 40, because we can make 40 halves with these 20 extra chocolates. So we can make 40 halves. So which means how many students are there in the class? So 40 students are there in the class. Very simple. So don't go with any traditional approaches or solving equations method. Just try to understand the logic of averages. So here in this class, now we discussed four different ways to calculate average. One is formula method. Next one is middle number or first number plus last number by 2. Okay, but that should be taken only when the condition follows arithmetic progression. So next one will be, so obviously taking the difference on both sides. This one will be like equal distribution method. I hope you all are clear with this. And if you have any doubts, you can post it in the chat box. So I'll clarify your doubts. Okay. Now I'll give you one question which was asked in thesis. Okay. So timer starts now. You can see the time. Time is ticking on. So read the question carefully. Similar pattern of question which was asked in TCS 2023. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, guys, majority of the people posting it as to repeat the logic again. So I'll repeat it first. Try this question, and I'll come to the previous question again. Okay. Okay. So here, if you observe, while calculating, okay, let me explain the previous question first. Okay. So because like majority of the people are posting, okay, please repeat it again. See, very simple. While entering the marks, one student got 63 marks. 63 marks. So by mistake, okay, I entered it as 83. Means how many extra marks I entered? Can I say that 20 marks? 20 marks extra I entered, correct? So actually he got 63 marks, but I entered 83 marks. Okay. Now how many extra marks I entered? 20 marks extra I entered. Because of that, okay, average marks of the entire class, average marks of the entire class increased by half. Very simple, guys. Here, how many marks extra I entered? 20 marks. Okay. So if you want to give, okay, half mark to each, how many halves we can make with these 20 marks? Okay, let's say if I have 1 mark, how many halves you can make with 1 mark? 2 halves, correct? If I have 5 marks, how many halves you can make? 10 halves we can make, correct? If I have 10 marks, how many halves we can make? 20 halves. The similar way, we have 20 marks extra. So how many halves we can make with these 20 extra marks? So obviously 40 halves. So can I say that I can make 40 halves? I can mention. Okay, okay, I can distribute. So here entire class average is increased by half. So with this 40 halves, so obviously indirectly they have given that the number of students in the class. So obviously the number of students in the class is 40 because each student I have given half mark. So 40 halves will be given to 40 students. That's the reason average marks of a class is increased by half mark. I hope you all are clear now. Okay. Yeah. Now try to solve this question first. The similar type of question. The same question given in TCS 2023. Yeah, last few seconds left out. Yes, guys, time up. I have seen many questions posted 4, 5, and yes, obviously, almost you people covered all options. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now let me explain you the question, and you just observe the solutions where you did mistake. Okay, and try not to do the same mistake again. Okay. So while calculating the average marks of 60 students, okay, so they have clearly mentioned. So initially we don't know the strength of the class, but here they have clearly mentioned that there are 60 students. Okay, might be conditions got reversed. Maybe because of that you may get confused. So here there are 60 students. The two digit of the original marks of a student are written reversed, and there by average of the class is increased by 0.6. When the average is increasing by 0.6, can I say that entire class average will get increased? I mean, each student will get 0.6, 0.6, 0.6 extra. So that's what we discussed. Average is nothing but equal distribution. Now, here average is increased by 0.6 means first person will get extra 0.6, second person will get extra 0.6, third person will get extra 0.6 marks, fourth person also 0.6, and so on. Likewise, how many students we have? 60 students. Now, can I say that how many total marks got increased? I mean, 0.6 into 60. Okay, so 0.6 into 60 is 36. Means instead of 1, let's assume that there is a two-digit number. Two-digit number we may consider it as xy, correct? So if it is 52, but we cannot consider x and y. So in the format of 10x plus y, we should consider, if I am assuming it as two-digit number is xy, so it is 10x plus y. Again, you may get a doubt like, sir, why, how you can write like 10x plus y? Very simple, guys. So 52 is the number. Let's assume that 52. So how I can write 10 into 5 plus 2 into 1, correct? What is 10 into 5? 50 plus 2 into 1, 2. 50 plus 2 is 52. This is what the pattern that we are writing here. When I'm assuming it as x and y, so 10 into x plus y into 1. So 10x plus y. Now, if I make reverse of this number, it will be yx. Now, can you guess the value in this particular format? It is 10y plus x, correct? So this is the original number. This is the reverse number. Let's assume. Now, I got to know that instead of this xy, when I reverse this number yx, so average is increased by 0.6 means given to all the students. So 36 extra marks given. You know why the reason of the extra 36 marks given to the people? So instead of entering xy marks, I entered yx means two-digit number got reversed. Now, can I say that the difference of these two numbers will be 36? Obviously, instead of giving xy, so by giving yx, so the difference will be 36. Now, the same difference I'm taking here, 10x plus y minus 10y plus x. So if you observe, 10x plus y minus 10y minus x. Can you observe 10x minus x is 9x minus plus y minus 10y, 9y. So if I take 9 common, so x minus y, this difference value is 36, right? Already we know that 36 extra marks. So which is equals to 36. So 9 ones, 9, 4 times. So x minus 5. Even they are asking us to find what is the difference between the two digits of the marks. So when I assuming it as xy is a number, so I got x minus y. The difference between the two digits of the number will be 4. So it should be the 9 multiple. So answer is 4. So only thing this and all I have written just to make you clear about the values, why we are considering x, y, yx. Okay, the only solution is you should understand average is increased by 0.6 means each and every student should get increased by 0.6. Likewise, we have total 60 students, 0.6 into 60 is 36. So the difference between those two digit numbers before reverse and after reverse will be 36. So the same format I have written here. So answer will be x minus y is 4. So the difference between the numbers will be 4 they have given. Okay. Okay. I have seen one message in the chat box. There are so many messages. Okay. Pavani posted, sir, each question it's clear to solve after you explaining, but coming to the next question, it's difficult to do it. Actually, it's not about like the same question might be running in so many students' mind. Okay, so when we are explaining about TCS specific questions, so it's very difficult for us to explain, okay, entire concept, right? Actually, in CV Corp, I used to explain the same averages concept, minimum 3 to 4 hours. Okay, but the time we have is very less in the next 10 days. So whatever the best we can do, okay, we are explaining. So if you wanted to learn complete course, okay, I mean complete things either in aptitude or coding or Java, whatever it is. So you just try to make connect with CV Corp. Okay, you just join in CV Corp so that you will get to know all the things. And as I said, okay, already we uploaded average complete concept in CV Corp YouTube channel. You just go through it once. So you will get to know complete concept of averages. So I'm just explaining in a cut short way. So whichever the shortcuts required for to solve this particular question. So I'm explaining only that particular concept. Actually, it will take some 4 hours time to complete entire concept of averages to make you understand. Okay, I hope whatever the questions, obviously, like if you have any doubts and all, you can ask me. I will explain, no issues. Okay, but to know it completely, okay, once go through the concept which is there in the CV Corp YouTube channel. Okay, and try connecting with us so that you will get more inputs and more knowledge in CV Corp. Okay. Okay. And just a minute, let me see the comments. Like, yeah, we will post it in the chat box, even YouTube channel as well as Instagram. Even you can follow that. You'll get more updates like regarding batch, okay, and regarding classes. Yeah, you will get all the points. Okay. Okay, guys. And I will give you one basic question. Okay, even the same question given in the previous TCS NQT exam. Okay, can you try to solve this question? This is very easy question. No other concept required. Very basic question. Okay, so I'll give you 1 minute time. Try solving this question. And guys, if you wanted to know more about like CV Corp, uh, you can go through Instagram CV Corp page or YouTube CV Corp page. You will get to know, okay, like how we teach and which modules. Okay, you will get to know videos from programming, how we teach programming, core Java, as well as aptitude shortcuts and all. Okay, once go through it after completion of the class. Yeah, getting answers. Yeah, very good, Ahlad. Venkatesh. Yes, 42. It's a very basic question. Correct. They have given a table. Okay. So some data regarding these averages number of children who were given polio drops and the total number of children in the different villages. They have given 5 different villages, total number of children in the villages, and number of children who were given polio drops. But they are asking us to find, okay, average number of children from 3 villages, A, C, and D, who were not given polio drops. Okay, who were not given polio drops. So obviously, how you need to solve from A, total number of children are 254. Okay, and the number of children who were given polio drops is 192. Obviously, the children who are not given polio drops will be 254 minus 192. Correct? So you just take the difference. And the similar case for C also, you will get to know how many children were not given polio drops. And the similar case for D also, after getting the values of all the people, okay, you just need to add the value by 3. That's it. So this will be the average for finding. This is the very basic question where you can apply. Okay, so average of these values. Yes, guys, there are few more questions even, like we'll continue our session, okay, in the next class. And also along with the averages, tomorrow we'll try to discuss percentages and profit and loss, which are very, very important. And we can even expect guarantee questions in TCS NQT. So tomorrow we will be covering a few more questions on averages as well as percentages and profit and loss in tomorrow's class. I hope you find the session more informative. So hope you enjoyed and learned some few shortcuts in averages. So we'll continue our session in the next class. So stay online. We'll continue our programming class as well. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Guys, the last question was the only one where my friend didn't got fired. It's okay, Aditya. Don't worry. There are a lot of questions to discuss. Don't just take one question. No problem. Guys, the typical process, what we do, we have classes daily, starting from 5:30 to 7. We'll have aptitude class. And then 7 to 8:30, we're going to have coding class, which are useful for everyone to crack the TCS interview. So what we are doing is we are trying to give out coding logins. Like we have our own coding platform, which we will be giving it to all the students who attend the coding classes daily. So to get that data, we have currently have few WhatsApp groups where we are forwarding all the data currently now. So can I assume all the 770 people who are in the classroom are in the respective WhatsApp groups? Yes or no? If it is no, I can reshare the WhatsApp group link here one more time. Okay, don't say yes. If it is no, tell me. Yes, I have a clarity already. Okay, guys, I have one more I created. TCS space NQT. Okay, it's fine. I got so many notes. Let me share you a link here. All funny, funny. Guys, join this group. I have just pinged your WhatsApp group here. So we already filled with two groups, like three groups are done. No problem, Pawan. You can take a 10 minutes break. We can start the session by 7:15. No problem with that. Uh, yeah, we will provide you the respective PDF and then the YouTube session links in the respective WhatsApp groups. So after the classes, we'll do it. No problem with that. And one more thing, guys, what we generally do, we always keep posting about different off-campus interviews, jobs, and all those things in the Instagram page as well. I am just giving my Instagram page here. Please do follow it. Recently, we have done completely what do you call a hackathon event, and we have with about 2 lakh cash prize. And the toppers out of that, we have picked up 5 people, and we have even provided them 4 lakhs package also. So please do follow the Instagram page so that you guys will get to know any updates through CV Corp. Guys, this group, batch number 4, has very limited numbers. So I'm not, it has only 36 members here. It has only 36 members. Please fill that. Copy link. Just check the group link I have given there. It has only 36 members. Unable to join. Why? I could see a lot of people joining now. Yeah, 40, 42, 44, 45. Limit reached. No, group has only 40 members. One second, guys. Two is full. One is also full. Three, okay. Three has some space. I'm just giving group number 3 link here. Check once. Guys who are already there in group number 1, 2, 3, please don't join again in the 4. I just gave third link. Check once. తెలుసు నేను 4 ఇచ్చాను అక్కడ. Can you copy paste the 4th one in the chat box once? Some problem here. Guys, do one thing. I'm not really sure. What I'll do, I'll even post in my Instagram story as well. Please follow Instagram page once so that I can share the videos in the Instagram page story of the end of the class. Guys, WhatsApp has a limit of 1025. There is nothing like I can increase or decrease anything there. See, as I speak, I can see my monitor where I can see group size is getting increased. Instead, I have just pasted. Guys, Insta is very simple. It's CV Corp. This Insta ID will have all the updates, job updates, about CV Corp updates, success stories updates, everything you can find there. Just to give you a brief, in 2025, in the last 2 months, we have trained and placed about close to 60 students till now. In which like 5 people are from 2025 passouts with 4 lakh CTC also. Pavan, it's fine. You don't have Instagram, it's fine. Be in the WhatsApp groups. We'll communicate to you there. YouTube channel I have already given. Let me post it. What's the problem in it? Wow, link highlight avada. Guys, class starts in 5 minutes. So someone just asked for a break. So we don't have a break as per our schedule. We just gave a break because people asked for it. Can we start? Okay. Guys, typically coding classes, we do explain both in a combination of Telugu and English. If someone is expecting purely English, I'm really sorry. We have a lot of TVCUP students are there in the class. So we prefer to teach in both the languages, which is like a Telugu with combination of English. If someone expecting purely in English, I'm sorry guys, you need to adjust. Guys, just to get an idea, I just want to ask you one question, maybe 2 minutes before the respective faculty comes. Do you have any idea what is CV Corp is? Anyone? One person, please. Is it okay? Signing company, institute, maybe. Okay. Okay. Training and Placement Institute, HR and EdTech, Training and Placement Company, Recruitment Partner, Training Institute. Okay. Uh, guys, 1 second. Okay, I guess people have just started doing some research about CV Corp. Thank you. Let me share my screen once. I'll just give a brief you guys. So just go to Google and type CV Corp dashboard. You will get to see what exactly we are. We are there in Kukatpalli, road number 1 KPHP. We are there in the market for about close to 10 years as of now. If you come to CV Corp dashboard, this is where we have captured all the data in detailed way. Number of students who got placed through CV Corp from the day we started the company, 2017 till 25. Last year, we have trained and placed about 307 people across 83 companies. So there was one guy who's a mechanical graduate from TKR college last year who got placed with 10 lakhs package. That means we teach coding from very, very scratch level, which people can easily to crack very easily. So you can find all the companies, list of companies through years. And if you come to the next one, success stories by company, through CV Corp, we have trained and placed close to 286 people in TCS in the last couple of off-campus drives. So we have got all the TCS specific content with us. We have got all the content part, the coding part, and out of CV Corp, one thing which is very good part is students who cleared the written test, 90% will clear the technical interview because we know what kind of questions people do ask, and we have very clear picture about how to crack the examination, the interviews part very easily. That's about a thing. You can go through all the companies. We have like 10 pages in 10 companies in per page, almost close to 30 pages, close to 300 companies. So we have a client called Cotivity who pays about close to 7 lakhs package for freshers. They have had about 94 people till now in Hyderabad. And this is like the branch-wise data, whatever we have here. CSC, IT, MEC, EEE, Civil, ECE. If you go to others, there's a company called Broadridge who have hired about people from mining, aerospace, agriculture, biotechnology also. As I told you yesterday, if coding can be taught from basic level, and if students are able to write the code in detailed way, write the code, trace the code, explain the code, and then like write the code in more optimal way, branch doesn't even matter. So we can make the coding much easy for any branch people. And these are like salary wise data, 6 lakhs above, 5 to 6, 4 to 5. Interesting part is last about the success by college. If you can type your college name, so any college that you are from, open the dashboard, type your college name. Let's say if I state TKR, I have around 7 people are there. One person written as TKR as Tegal Krishna Reddy. Almost 20 people are from this particular college. So type the college name, whatever it is. CVR, we have about close to 12 people are there. Then Srinidhi, we got about close to 21 people are there. So if you go there, you can find the student name, company, branch, and salary wise in detailed way. So this is how we maintain our complete record. So any student comes to CVCAR, we always tell them to visit our dashboard to get the complete data part. So I don't want to take much time, guys. This is just for information about CVCAR. And the person with whom you are speaking to, this is myself, just for an understanding part. So I'm into this HR space for the last 20 years. So you can go through my profile. I worked as a HR in companies like Oracle, IBM, and few startups. Then I moved into started my own company. I have done campus placements more than 10 plus years, so which is easy for us to make the success stories happen in the college. We have a good number of trainers as well. I wish all the best for all the students to crack TCS. If you are able to crack it, well and good. If anyone clears written test, please come to CV Corp. I can even guide you personally to clear the interviews also. Nothing, no problem with that. Once everything goes fine, it's fine. If at all you need any support after your BTech, out of all the possible options that you can go and try into multiple institutes in Hyderabad, you can consider CV Corp also as one of the options. Do come, do more research about CV Corp. If you really feel what positive vibes, you can come and meet us, no problem. I just want to take it. That's it. I don't want to take much time, guys. You can connect me on LinkedIn if someone wants to. We can discuss, not a problem. Okay. Guys, we will talk about all these things in the WhatsApp groups about the fees, all those things, not here now. Let's go with the classes. Start class or I'll match instead. Guys, I am not what you call controlling anyone here to listen to my class. This is a CSR activity. If you are not interested, please watch cricket match. Or if you are too smart, keep two mobiles in front of you. Watch one in match, one classroom. That's up to you guys. Not a problem. If you want to leave, you can leave, Manish. No problem with that. Or watch both sessions together. Which is